It's tough out here, bro.
Yeah.
That's how I feel right now. Girl, I'm sitting in my car door dashing and Instacarting because this is literally the only means of income that I can make right now. Because I have applied
And it's not good income either.
to probably over 300 jobs. Nothing. Silence. Crickets. And the few jobs that I have interviewed for has smacked me in the face because I didn't get a single one of them. And that pisses me off because I've never not been offered a job, usually on the spot. And I said, well, son of a bitch, this is a humbling experience.
Welcome to life. Yeah, the jobs have run out and everybody's cutting jobs now, and it's going to get a lot harder for everybody. I haven't been able to get a new job for ever, so I've been struggling too, and that's why I have 4 gig apps, and I'm doing this shit too.
And now I'm sitting in my car trying to DoorDash and do Instacart. And there's no trick shopping in it. I'm like, God, I'm trying, sir. I promise. I have pushed out 3 different a coloring book, book talk books, and a poetry book. I'm giving you my all, okay? I'm giving you my all. I'm going to start crashing out.
Me too, dude.
So I've been unemployed for about 15 months now. So a really long time. I just got through a final round of interviews the other day, and I thought it went really well. I was really optimistic about it until I got an email this morning that I didn't get the job. And this is...
It's always like, oh yeah, we just decided to go a different direction. Just a different candidate at this time. We think that just the position, it's okay. It was just somebody else got the job.
It's been my life for the past year. Getting interviews, going through rounds of interviews, and then not getting it. So it definitely takes a toll on you, and it's very frustrating, and anyone else in this job market knows what it feels like.
It's shit, especially if you have multiple rounds. I don't think I've ever... Thankfully, I'm so unemployable, I never make it to the next round usually. I'm out at the first round. So good on you. You're making it pretty far. You're doing a lot better than I am, but it is really hard. It's not like it was pre-COVID. Pre-COVID, much easier deal.
And I know me just getting interviews is more than I can say for a lot of people who are also dealing with, looking for a job, but this job market is not for the weak, and I just have to go back to the drawing board now. So
yeah, that's exactly right. You got to be on to the next one. Forget it. You can't get emotionally attached to any potential job, any potential anything. It's just numbers. It sucks.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say it. The job market sucks right now. So many people are being laid off. I was one of them. So looking for a job is tough. So if you're in the same boat and need a shoulder to lean on, I'm here.
What's the job?
Yeah, I was laid off too. It was the worst experience ever. It feels like you lose like almost your whole identity. It's like this is like who I was, and now it's gone, and now you got to replace that somehow. And especially in a job market like now. Thankfully, when I was laid off, it was pre-craziness. It was pandemic time, but they haven't quite shut everything off quite yet. It was like a little bit earlier. So I was able to get some jobs, and plus I live close to a military base, so I can just get jobs there too, because I was in the Navy, so that helps big time. But what a crazy, the difference between now and then is massive. You used to get interviews. People used to hire people. You would get an interview and then get a job, like she was saying. Like you would get a job offer after an interview, because I think companies were serious about actually hiring, and then they hired too much, and now the spigots are getting turned off, and oopsie daisies, we can't be hiring anybody. We actually have to be firing people. So it's a huge difference.
Market looking like right now in June 2025. Let's talk about it. In this video, I'm going to break down the current job market across 3 different metrics and then give it a score out of 10. I'll also share my thoughts on where I think the market's headed. My name's Omar and I talk economics, jobs, and everything New York City. So if you're into some spicy hot takes and in today's case, a job market update, smash up that like and hit follow. Let's get into it. Okay, so the first metric we're going to take a look at today is unemployment rate. As you can see based on this graph, we're at about 4.2%, flat month on month.
Which I think is complete bullshit. I want to talk about the real unemployment rate, you know, the way you used to calculate it, but anyways, yeah, we'll pretend that it's 4.2%.
And while this is a neutral statistic because not much has changed, this is also not a very good look because 4.2% is the highest unemployment rate level we've seen in the past several months, which basically means there's just as many people unemployed looking for jobs today as there have been at the worst point the past several months. So not off to a great start. The second metric we're going to take a look at today's job openings. As you can see based on this graph, we're at about 7.4K open jobs. This is a step up from the 7.2K open jobs that we had the previous month, and definitely a step in the right direction, but not a meaningful change by any means.
I don't know where those jobs are. For what? You know, there's a wait list to get on DoorDash. There's a wait list. You have to, at least here, I'm sure it's a lot of places, but there's so many people doing this shit. DoorDash, Instacart, Grubhub. Dude, I was on the Grubhub waitlist for like a year. Grubhub. And I'm not making anything on that. That's the worst one. A waitlist to do food delivery.
For me to feel more confident in this metric, we really need to go up to the 8K, 8.5.
Like imagine how bad does it have to be for there to be a waitlist on stuff like DoorDash and Uber? A wait list.
K levels, and then, you know, we're really making moves. And the final metric we're going to take a look at today is the Fed fund.
I just had a fucking job interview.
Nice.
I prepped.
Yep.
I love the company.
Mm-hmm.
My fucking anxiety and my nerves got in the way. I kept tripping over my words. And it was so frustrating in the moment. Literally at one point during the interview, I was like, I need to take a deep breath. And I tried so hard to recover, but they literally ended the call short. So.
Yeah, I've done that a lot. I stumble my shit all the time. I don't do well in job interviews, dude. I don't like the whole dynamic to begin with, you know? These people sitting on the other side of this table. You know, how nice it must be to sit on that side of the table and basically just judge me on my clown performance that I'm about to give for your stupid job. That sucks, probably. You know, it must be nice to sit on that side. I've never sat on that side. I've never hired anybody. But it must be nice. You know, they don't have to go through that. You know, they just went home or got off of Zoom or whatever the hell you do for jobs these days. But they just went home and didn't think about it. But, you know, this shit happens and it's hard to go through.
I fucking hate it here.
So
I hate that shit. It sucks.
If job searching right now feels like you're juggling trash cans full of flaming hot garbage, it's because we are in an employer's job market, and this is what you need to know to navigate it. So the current data point.
Yeah, basically you just have to be valuable. You actually have to be productive. You actually have to solve a problem. It maybe need to be at scale as well. You actually have to be useful. You can't just be replaced by a computer. You can't just be replaced by some robot. That's why gig jobs are going away. Robots are going to do these jobs. You're going to have robots delivering food. You're going to have robots delivering groceries. The freaking car will pull up and you just walk down to your driveway and grab it. You don't need me. You don't need me coming to your door. You will go to the car and you will grab it out of like a little tray or some weird thing or like pop out the window, or if it's groceries, the trunk will open. Watch. I will see that. I bet I will see that. You know, the Waymo thing. Have you ever seen the Waymos drive people around? They're really good. I would use it. No gotta talk to no one.
It's actually point to an incredibly average job market. Like there's about one unemployed person for every open role. Unemployment is the lowest it's been in the past 20 years, and there are hundreds
wink
of thousands of new jobs being added every month. So why does it feel like screaming into an endless
What jobs?
Void. It's not because you individually are doing something wrong, but like there's a lot of different macroeconomic trends at play that are shifting power back to employers. They're being way less aggressive than they were a couple years ago in their hiring. They're being way pickier with candidates and way more cautious when they make investments. And these are like the big reasons why all this is happening. First,
yeah, because government spending is way down. The easy money has gone away. You're going to actually have to make a profit. Not everybody can be an account manager.
First is that high interest rates means that growth is expensive. So when the Fed decides to keep interest rates high to fight that very pesky inflation, that makes it a lot more expensive for companies to borrow money. So they're less likely to invest in growth and hiring. And when they do decide to hire, they're focused on getting the best candidate possible for the least amount of money. Second,
AKA be really productive. Actually do something. Gone are the days where you have your coffee. You remember the videos? Remember those chicks going to work by the pool, their laptop, account managers. Everyone's an account manager. I love it. I'm gonna end it here. She said enough. But basically, the job market really sucks. So good luck, everybody. I'm struggling out there too. I have gig jobs. I'm just doing gig jobs in my one main job. Whatever the hell else job I can fucking find. Anyways, I gotta get to work. As usual, peace.